It's Tuesday today. I'm feeling for a whiskey, but I only have rum here at my apartment, and I'm too lazy to go get some scotch from the store. We'll do without. Today we're going to be talking about knives, including this one here. Hey there and welcome back. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Andreas and this channel is pretty much my backyard. I feature here everything from photo and video to coffee and EDC and whatever I want. So sit down, relax and make yourself comfortable. I'm actually enjoying myself a coffee in the meantime while I'm recording this. The usual stuff at this time of the day, decaf, instant coffee. Now, hold on, I can already hear some of you are typing there in the comments that okay, yeah, instant coffee and also decaf, yeah. Do you know that coffee should have caffeine? Like, I don't care. Drink coffee however you want to have it. That's it. So I came to think about the time when I held what probably was at the time the most expensive knife I've ever held in my hands until then. Naturally, I'm not referring to any historical relics or any knives with such value, but instead modern knives that you actually can buy. Anyway, so at the time we were working at the military and a colleague of mine had just bought to himself a new knife made by Glock. It was around 50 euros. I don't really recall the exact model, but in general something like that. And I was simply astonished. Who in their right mind would spend so much money on a knife? Me personally, I just rocked the sub 5 euro builder's knife from the local hardware store, and that's it. Then some time passes by and I get introduced to pocket knives. Well, the same price mentality can't really be applied here since you need the folding mechanism, and thereby you need to spend a tad more. So I doubled my budget plus a little more, went out and bought this Wolfcraft knife. It cost around 12 or 13 euros, I don't exactly recall, and came home and told Julia that I'll never buy any of those expensive knives. This price range suits me fine. So, this is me now putting my clown mask on. Yeah. So, things were good for a while. The thing may be that I actually realized how much you can utilize a pocket knife as a tool. Cutting open stuff, prying, which you really shouldn't do with a knife, but you do anyway, okay? So after some time it now just like sounds and feels like there's sand in the mechanism. Maybe you can hear it. And when you fold it, the liner lock actually presses the blade enough sideways so that the very edge grinds against the frame. Yeah, you totally get why I wanted a new one. On to the second one. I got the Gerber at a discount at probably double the price for what I paid for the Wolfcraft, and it's still cool looking with its straight blade. It's recently durable, withheld a lot of abuse, and is most often stored in my EDC organizer, and thus I carry it a lot with me. I mentioned it in my earlier EDC video, so I'm not gonna talk that much about it. Briefly, you can flick it open with some technique, but the lock is so rigid that you really need your other hand also then to close it. I mean, you can't really close it with ease. Next on is the best looking one. It's the Marttiini, as I mentioned earlier in my video, Pikkumusta or Musta 7 Black 7, as you can also call it. It's really stylish, barely takes any space at all, and the only thing I honestly wish it did better was to have some kind of better opening mechanism. Either way, that's just a small thing. The tip has seen some damage since I had to use it as a pry bar, but it still works. And although this video isn't meant as a shopping guide, if you're in for a new budget knife, I highly recommend you to check out the collection that Marttiini has. Then moving on to the super cheap category, this is the Tac-Force 846. Spring assisted with a frame lock, and I really don't know when I'm gonna use it, but hey, it was super cheap and it's good looking. Then finally, the flagship of this video. So this is a Spyderco Tenacious. So back to the story with the 50 euro Glock knife. This one retails for around 80 euros in Finland, although you can find other colored finishes on it which retail in the United States for as cheap as 50 euros. But regarding the thought on price, people do change. A versatile folding knife with the hallmark large opening hole and kind of a bird beak looking blade. The insignia on the blade belongs to the designer, Erik Glesser, who is the son to the founder of Spyderco. If you ever fidget with this or a similar knife and have the experience of those cheaper knives, then you'll definitely instantly notice the difference. It's really smooth, open and closes with ease, and for all I know and hope, it should be durable. Although the liner lock is made for right-hand use, the pocket clip is ambidextrous, meaning you can switch it to either side, but also from front to back on the handle. The reason why I got it was simply to upsize the small Marttiini knife and get a decently sized pocket knife. Certainly it won't be my daily pocket carry due to its large size, but hey, there's occasions here and there where you need a sturdier tool. And regarding the prices, I'm not gonna promise anything to myself anymore. I'll try to stay away from the super expensive knives, but in case I don't, you'll probably be getting a YouTube video about it, so that's there to it. If you tagged along this far, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like or thumbs up button down there, subscribe if you haven't, just so you don't miss out on the future stuff around here. And thanks for riding fences with me today, I'll catch you next time. See ya!